Want to introduce our guest today, Justin. He is an award-winning filmmaker, writer, producer, and his career has really taken him from the indie film scene in Austin to the studio world of Los Angeles, and now back to his roots in Indiana. Justin's worked on major productions, directed multiple feature films, and now he's producing 500, an epic production about the first Indianapolis 500. So Justin, welcome to Test, Fail, Learn, and Grow.
Thanks, man. That was a great intro. I had some success with a couple big films I did here in Indy, and then realized if I'm going to be here, I just started brainstorming, like, what are the biggest stories that I could tell about Indiana? Hoosiers was shot here, Rudy was shot here, and those are some of the most iconic sports film ideas I had was about the first Indy 500. If you could get Angelo Pizzo to write your script, I think you can really have something. I literally, on a whim, cold called him, and luckily he was like, man, I've always wanted to do that movie, and he agreed to do the script, and I started thinking it's a no-brainer, right? Like, you get someone with that iconic pedigree to write this script, it's going to be easy. I'm going to take it to Hollywood and I'm going to say, hey, I've got this famous guy that has this pedigree. Let's make this film. And I soon realized that's just not how it goes.
I have friends that were in the film industry. It is a very tough place to crack into, no matter who you're working with.
You really have to decide that this is something that you want to do, and you just have to figure out how to break the doors down, kick them in, and just don't take no for an answer. Realize you get one chance at life, but no matter what, just make the best one you can and go after those dreams. If I can help inspire someone to just not give up. I'm still struggling just like everybody else. Life is a hustle. You just have to realize it's all business. And when you're pitching something like a gigantic film about an IP like Indy 500, you go to a Tom Cruise or a Brad Pitt or a Bradley Cooper. You've also got the projects that they're trying to do and realize that they're having the same struggles that you are. But once you realize that everyone's in the same boat and it's all about a hustle, and it's the people that really understand not to let those bricks weigh you down are the ones that are succeeding, and everybody can do that. And so every studio I would go to would just say, race movies don't make money. And Angelo was such a good partner. His whole thing was, tell me a good race movie. No one's ever made one. Once you realize that your struggle's the same as everyone else's, and they're trying to break the doors down just like you are, that kind of gives me the motivation to keep going. We're all the same. We're all equal.
I'm glad you're here kind of leveling the playing field. I was the chaplain for the Miami Heat many years ago. You think they've got everything, the money, the fame. They go home and go to sleep the same way we do and have the struggles, the fears, and the doubts. Did you guys face any financial troubles funding this movie?
Oh yeah, we still are. Make a list of, okay, today I'm going to get over this hurdle. Tomorrow is this hurdle. I'm going to get over this hurdle. And you just don't let anything stop you. Like, if there was a formula, everybody would be doing it, right?
Right.
It's about you making your own formula, and nobody's path to success is exactly the same. I have found once you're on your right path, like the universe brings you the things that you need if you're really truly on that path. I just assumed I get a famous screenwriter who's got a pedigree, and the next day I'm gonna be able to go to Sony and say, hey, make this movie.
It's like you went from how do I get this made to who can help me make this real. And you mentioned the universe will bring it to you. I'm a faith in God guy, but it's just getting people on the same frequency, right? That's why we started the House of Bricks community that want to build together, believe in relationship capital, because there's times when you're going to doubt yourself, but who's going to be there to pick you up?
I think something that you said was pretty poignant in that relationship capital is very important. Because as I went through a struggle phase and now I'm this other side where we're getting there, it wouldn't be because of that relationship capital I built while I was failing. And you learn not to take anything personal. You learn not to burn any bridges. Now when I reach out to some of those people that maybe couldn't have helped me before, now that they are, you really start to understand that everybody's always in the same kind of boat. But relationship capital is one of the most important things that I think people can really understand to try to capitalize on. Never burn a bridge, because you never know if your path don't align right now. Maybe next year they will, or the year after that they will. That's a hard lesson I had to learn, because I was taking everything so personally when I was failing in the beginning. I think the universe wasn't bringing it to me because I wasn't ready. I had a lot of things I had to do to be ready for an opportunity like this. I'm actually very grateful for all those failures that will get to where I'm at right now.
What I've learned is you're actually doing other people a disservice when you don't let them help you. They help you, you help them, and that's how the relationship capital is built. It actually deepens the relationship But any closing thoughts for people that are out there listening?
One of my best friends to this day, he was an actor. He had some success, but he also went through some struggles. And he had a tattoo right here on his forearm, and it said help. So one night I said, hey, what does that mean? He said, I had to learn it's okay to ask for help. And when you do, you'd be surprised how many people do want to help other people, but people are afraid to ask for help. I think that's a very powerful tool to have in your arsenal, is just not be afraid to ask for help.
I love that. We're all human. We all struggle. We all need help. And the purpose of Test, Fail, Learn, Grow is to just show that process. But it is a flywheel that is a way of life. Everything I'm doing, I'm testing, I'm failing, I'm learning, I'm growing. And that keeps you from getting stuck in failure, keeps you from being afraid to test,